There, Capricorns, welcome to your mid-February 2017 tarot reading. So the next 2 weeks, we find you in a very, very good financial and social standing. So finances looks really good here. You're appearing as the Nine of Pentacles, which is ideally, it's a person with a lot of assets, with a lot of they're accumulating a lot of financial resources, and they're diligent about saving. So I feel like you're in a very good position financially coming through for February and throughout the rest of the springtime as well. What it is showing me here is that I feel like for a lot of you, there might be some family discussions about inheritance. There might be some type of illness in the family, and you're going to have to, meet up with quite a few people to discuss how to move forward, how to go from there, discussing estate planning, discussing like seizures of assets and things like that. So I feel like this is coming through from, I'm seeing a lot of female relatives coming in and trying to engage with you into some type of family planning, some type of estate planning as a result of somebody possibly passing away in the past. And you're dealing with, division of assets. But I do see some of you dealing with that. And I feel that resolution will be reached and everything will be finalized for majority of you around the March timeframe. Okay, so there's still legal papers, documents being perused, being reviewed, and then things are going to start to finalize around the March timeframe. I'm also feeling that some of you are kind of like disputing with another person, and I feel like this is an ongoing issue. It has stemmed from the past, about 7 months into the past. So that would be, sometime in 2016. And I feel like, it resurfaces like every month. I feel like you're dealing with an air sign, an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra. For some of you, this could be somebody that you are either separated from, married to, planning to separate from, or somebody who's in your work environment that is creating quite a bit of trouble. Others of you, I feel like there's a peace offering coming through from this party, but I feel like it's not genuine. It's almost like, apology with strings attached and conditional apology. So be careful about that. Don't re-engage. If it's like, from last year, it's best to leave it alone, okay? In terms of like realizing other people's intentions, I feel like, your eyes are definitely open as to some of the misgivings, whatever inclination you had, whatever your intuition was telling you in the past, and I feel like a lot of you, and you understand human nature really well, but you do make a lot of allowances for other people because you believe, not that you're naive, but you believe that people can redeem themselves. So you give them the benefit of the doubt. You give them opportunities to come through and either, you give them second and third and fourth and fifth chances because you believe that people can be redeemed. But I feel like you're dealing with this air sign, an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra, sun, moon, or rising, or somebody like, with the characteristics of this person where they misrepresent themselves. They distort the truth, or they can reverse the truth, and they can use what you say against you. So I feel like you've been dealing with this really tenuous situation from the past, and it resurfaces every now and then. And in the past, you're just like, okay, this situation is going to change. So you give this person allowances, but I feel like it hasn't changed. And you're in a really good situation right now where you are starting to detach from this person. So I feel like lack of contact for the last 2 months, and then all of a sudden they come in with, needing a favor, needing something from you. And I feel like if it's like a peace offering, it's not very sincere. There are ulterior motives. There are strings attached. So just be careful about that. You're not in a position where you're obligated to do anything for them. You don't owe anybody anything. So just keep that in mind, okay? So I'm seeing that coming through. Others of you are embroiled in some type of a legal dispute. So I feel like child custody, separation, divorce. And I'm also getting like a situation that that feels a little bit uncomfortable for you right now because you want a resolution. You want things to, be finalized, like yes or no. But I feel like things are getting dragged on. And I feel March, something's going to break through that will give you a lot more clarity about this situation, okay? Moving forward, I'm seeing a lot of singles people, or at least people who are dating but not in a serious relationship. So if that applies to you, what I'm sensing is there's somebody that you have your eyes on, and I'm feeling somebody on the lighter end of the spectrum, like lighter skin, lighter hair. So they could be, of they could be of like whatever descent, but they err on the lighter spectrum. And I feel like this person works in a healing profession. It could be, a nurse, a dentist, a doctor, a Reiki healer, even somebody who's quite spiritual, a religious leader, even. I feel like they're in the healing profession. They are also into some type of, into like, self care or healthcare industry. And I feel like this is somebody that has a lot of suitors, but I feel that they're catching your eyes. And a lot of you are eyeing this person from afar, but you're not approaching and you're not making your intentions known. It's almost like, having a secret crush on somebody, harboring feelings for somebody, and feeling kind of like inadequate in their presence. So I feel like you're eyeing somebody that has a lot of suitors and you're afraid to make your feelings known. So that's just something I'm seeing coming through. It's also Valentine's Day for those who are celebrating in the US. So it would be good to, state your intention. What I'm sensing as well for those of you who have recently broken off a major serious relationship too, there's a lot of healing to be had for the next 2 months. And I feel a lot of it comes through from your environment where you are getting congratulated for a big project, like culmination of a big project, a project well done, or you're getting a lot of accolades and positive reception, and also financial inflow. So these things are coming through. For those in serious and committed relationships, I do see a lot of support coming through mutually from partners, and I do see this sense of like being able to renew a relationship too, like doing a lot of healing respectively, like from your end and from their end, in order to heal some type of a long-standing relationship that has been problematic in the past. And I do sense for many of you too, things are going to get finalized for you by the March timeframe if you're dealing with disputes for property, and as well as marriages like custody, alimony, and severing some ties, okay? So I do wish you the best and enjoy your Valentine's Day. I'll be back in March. Talk to you soon.